All right, y'all, we're going to be checking out Google Maps on Street View and see if we can find some really cool things throughout the entire world. So first, I want to explore my home country, the United States, because I think United States is advantageous, especially military-wise, because of its geography. It's only bordering two countries. That's crazy, right? So, and the rest is just oceans. If you discount Alaska and Hawaii, which even then is just oceans, right? So, first of all, let's just check out some of the really cool places in the United States. I'd like to start out with probably somewhere notable, like, I don't know, New York or something, right? Let's go to New York. See where we land on. So we're in Syracuse. Isn't Syracuse like a place in Texas? Or am I tripping? So that's cool. I mean, it just looks like a normal place. Like I've been to places that look very similar to this. Right? Nothing really interesting there, right? So I'm just gonna let's just go somewhere like, I don't know. Let's go to like, I don't know what's in North Dakota. Let's go to North Dakota, see what's going on there. Oh, okay. So, it looks like a desert, but it also looks cold at the same time. It looks weird. And, I mean, it doesn't look too special. I mean, there are some places in my state where, I mean, you find places like this all the time. Like, places like this you can find in pretty much any state. So I'm not really impressed. What if I go into Alaska? Oh, okay, so there's like barely anywhere you can drop in Alaska. That's crazy. I'm not surprised about Canada because literally most of the people live close to the southern border of Canada and also on that little part right there. But let's just go to like Anchorage or something, right? Oh, okay. This is Alaska? It looks like my state. I thought there was gonna be like a lot of snow here. That's crazy. That does not look like Alaska. Popeyes? They have a Popeyes in Alaska? What? That's messed up, man. Well, it's not messed up because Popeyes is delicious, but this is Alaska? What? There's no way. I thought it was just snowy in Alaska. That's crazy, man. No wonder Jesse wanted to migrate here at the end of Breaking Bad. Wait, what's that like the end right here? Wait, what's the farthest north we can go in North America? Oh, okay, there's just like a little tiny region right here. Okay. Wow. So there really isn't that much here. It's just like you're on a canoe, right? And this doesn't even look like Canada. Wow. Okay. This is Canada. Honestly, this looks a lot like, if you just look at here, it looks a lot like Melbourne, Florida. I mean, seriously. This looks like just right off of Cocoa Beach. That's crazy. I've been there a few times. So, this is what Canada looks like. It seems that the sun in the summer, it always looks like summer, and no matter where you are. So that's cool. Let's go to. All right, so now that we've covered this area, right? Let's go to like Mexico or something. I've always kind of wondered what it looks like in Mexico because I play a racing game that's just revolved around racing in Mexico. So we have some pretty cool architecture here, right? I'm actually loving this architecture. Hey, yo, that's cool. Man, this is what happens when you mix the tribes and the conquistadors. Wow. Okay. Okay, so, actually, I've been to Puerto Rico, and it looks exactly like this. Like, these streets you see all the time in Puerto Rico. Well, particularly on, like, in old San Juan, or, like, in San Juan. Um, this looks a lot like Puerto Rico. Huh. That's cool. Um, let's check out somewhere else in Mexico. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere cool. I didn't even know. Okay, so apparently there's more than one Gulf. There's the Gulf. There's the Gulf of America. It used to be Gulf of Mexico, which some people find that polarizing. And there's also the Gulf of California. But here's the funny thing: California is not even bordering this. This should be the real Gulf of Mexico. What? Yeah, this is not like. Look, I understand America borders this Gulf, right? And it shares a huge coastline with it. But this, California doesn't share anything with this Gulf. This should be the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, I want to see what's going on here. Okay, so apparently, like, this is kind of like, this is cool, but it looks kind of depressing at the same time. So, guys, that's kind of cool. This should be Gulf of Mexico. I need to, by the way, wait, why is this California? This ain't California. What's Baja California? Why do they call this Baja California? This is Mexico. This is Mexico. See? It says Mexico right here. Let's say Baja California. I wonder, see, I'm half Venezuelan, alright? I consider myself 100% American, but I'm also half Venezuelan. So I want to kind of see what's going on in the streets over here. So you can't even like go 360 on here, and you can't even explore most of Venezuela. That's really depressing. I guess because they have a communist dictator or something. Okay, so finally you can find somewhere where you can do a 360 view, right? And it's just a really long road. Goes on for a little bit, right? And apparently the government must have just stopped them in their tracks when they reached there, right? For some reason, even in the Guyanese places, you can't really get there. Brazil has an overwhelmingly dense amount of roads. Dang. That's crazy. That's crazy. Actually, I was going to go to Rio de Janeiro once. Is that like the... Wait, is that the one with the statue? Oh yeah, it is the one with the Jesus statue. This is what Brazil looks. Thing is, Brazil is humongous. It's a humongous piece of land. Given that it has no, I don't think it has states, does it? It just has a lot of cities. But it's just humongous. Dang. Okay, this place is huge. What's even going on here? Okay, I'm just gonna leave there. That's just too much to explore, man. Okay, I'll go somewhere else. I'll go southern Brazil, and then I'll go to Chile. Okay, so it looks pretty normal here. Huh. Only thing it's missing is that Tung Tung Sahur funk songs. Yeah, I know exactly what you're listening to. Think you can get away with being 50 years old? My audience? Keep on dreaming, buddy. There's no way you're 50 and you're watching my videos. So this kind of looks like the United States. Sort of. But it also doesn't. That's cool. That's cool. Let's go to Chile. Let's go to this very dense part. So in Chile, looks Very interesting. Looks very normal to me. I mean, this is not something I haven't seen before. Thing is, even in Florida, you find like a bunch of places that look just like this, integrated with a bunch of other American places. You know, actually, I realized something. Even if the architecture is a little bit different, places in the world, especially, I'm just talking about the bi-continent of the United States, these places look strikingly similar. Like, everything about it looks strikingly similar. Oh, I wonder what happens when you go on Antarctica, right? Anywhere interesting? No. So apparently you can go on like this little island right here. It feels so isolated and alone. Oh, wow. Oh, I've been here before. This is the one with like the porta potty shed thingy. Wow, okay. This is depressing. I don't want to look at this any longer. What about the North Pole? Is there anywhere on the North Pole I could like explore? So apparently you could find like these really cool spaced out regions. I mean, personally, I don't know why you'd want to be on here, but okay. Like, that's interesting, I guess. It's pretty nice that you get to see penguins there, because you can only see them on the South Pole. There's also a movie about, like, a Chilean guy. I think it was a Chilean guy, right? He basically, like, he saw this penguin, he took care of it or something, and the penguin just came back all the way to Chile, from Antarctica, just to see him, because they made a friendship and stuff. This was made in 2012? Oh, wow! Oh, so these penguins they're dead by now. Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, they're dead. Yeah, they're all dead by now. I'd be surprised if they weren't. I know it's very dark to say, but you gotta be realistic. Come on. Right? So, man. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Wow. So, this is what Antarctica looks like. I always thought it was just a bunch of, like, white snow and that's it. But apparently you find some gray rocks and some penguins, and that's pretty cool. What about anywhere else in Antarctica? Is there anywhere else cool? What's like the furthest south you can go on Google Maps? I'm genuinely curious. There's also one like literally in the middle of here. Why is there a phone shop? Well, not a phone shop, a phone case shop in Antarctica. Yo, hold on a second. Keep in mind, why does it look like we're not in... It looks like we're in Mexico right now. This ain't Mexico. This is Antarctica. What? And this was taken on September 2025. Okay, this is definitely not in Antarctica. Let's go. Ah! You thought you would fool me! You stupid Google Maps. You stupid Google Maps. I knew that wasn't Antarctica. You can't fool me. That's... Oh my gosh. This is a heaping bundle of misinformation. Crazy. Anyways, let's drop in like New Zealand and see what's going on. Oh, you can drop in these like little micronations that'll probably sink in the ocean within the next 25 years, right? You know, in New Zealand, people used to live more on the southern island and then just moved to the northern island because they just felt like it, right? And in New Zealand, it actually looks pretty nice here. That's pretty cool. By the way, did you know that New Zealand is just exactly halfway across the world from Spain? Like, there were two guys, they made an earth sandwich out of these two countries because it's called antipodes, right? So they could They put two pieces of bread on those places, and between those pieces of bread was an entire Earth. Precise coordinates, by the way. Precise. So they could have only been off by like a couple of micro degrees, right? Let's go to Africa. I want to see what's going on in Africa. So, apparently most of Africa you can't explore. South Africa, Namibia, of course not Angola because that's like a chaos land. Kenya, Nigeria, Senegal, and Ghana and all that stuff. You know, the typical, upper echelon of African nations we see here. Let's go to this little densely populated area. School. Oh, wow, okay. They pronounce it pretty cool. It's school with a K. Wow, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's nothing really interesting about it. It's just like, it's like a semi-first world nation. Not really, sort of. Maybe. I don't know what to say about it. It's South Africa. Let's go to like, I don't know, man. Let's go to like Italy. Italy sounds like a pretty cool place. Italy, okay. Italy for my... Oh, wow, that's a lot of tourists. I don't want to see them. Stupid tourists. Anyways, like when I go to another place, when I go like overseas, I don't want to see tourists, right? Like when I went to Puerto Rico, I wanted to get the F out of San Juan because there were just too many like non-Puerto Ricans there. And I can say that because I was once a tourist, okay? I want to see the people of that country. Come on. Like in Italia. Like, come on, these are the people that designed Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Pagani. Like, I want to know the people, alright? This looks pretty sick. Pretty cool, man. Anyways, that's pretty cool. A lot of these cars are generally pretty small compared to, like, even the trucks, man, they're small compared to the United States trucks. Right. I mean, this little like Ford right here is an exception. And of course, you're going to see that classic Toyota Prius for some reason. Right. Now let's go to like, oh man, will I get demonetized if I land here? Oh man, I'm really thinking about it, man. I'm really thinking about it. What goes on in Israel, man? I want to see what goes on in, particularly this little region right here. I want to see what goes on here. If they'll let me get in there. Oh, you can. Okay, that's cool. Okay, holy, this looks depressing. Man. So this is like, this is Israel, but at the same time it's Palestine, so that's very interesting to think about. I honestly, is this Arabic or is this like Hebrew? I don't know. And man, I don't care, right? It's not my problem. Let's see where else you can go. You can go this little place. Very interesting. Man, I'm just like, look, who wants to live in this part of the world? Okay? Who wants to live in the Middle East? No offense to my fellow Middle Easterners out here, but I get it. Like, Saudi Arabia and the UAE, like, they're some exceptions, or Qatar. They have some pretty cool stuff, and they're rich. But just because, man, Oh, Saudi Arabia, you got palm trees? Dang. Okay, you're balling here. Sweet. Asman said it himself. They're balling. That's how I got this idea, by the way. So that's cool. It's like the Wayne Tower from Lego Batman 2, with the glowing blue lights and stuff. Highway looks very American. Palm trees look very nice. This kind of looks like the highway that I would drive on when I would sometimes drive in Florida, right? So, also, Little comparison here: New Jersey, although it looks like the Caspian Sea, the Caspian Sea is so much bigger than New Jersey. So, interesting. Also, I don't know if you knew this, but Maine is actually the closest state to Africa. And it actually makes sense, like even in the Mercator perspective, right? This is a Mercator map, so that's very interesting. Also, did you know that Japan and Russia are like literally right next to each other? Literally right next to each other. This is 10 miles, okay? This little inch right here. So it goes 10 miles, 20 miles, 25 miles. So Russia is only about 25 miles away from Japan, even though it looks like it's across the ocean. Well, not across the ocean. The Japanese Sea, the East Sea. And Russia's got a lot of like exclaves land and stuff. Also, what goes on in Russia? I'm also half Russian, so it's kind of interesting. Oh, you can go west. Yakutsk. What about Irkutsk? Where's Irkutsk? Yeah, man, I'm not even gonna bother trying. I'm just gonna put like. So this is Kamchatka, right? I'm gonna go to like. Yeah. Ah. You know, actually, Russia looks pretty nice. I like it. Russia looks pretty Sigma. Like how it looks. I mean, the thing is, I like the aesthetic of Russia. Yeah, at times. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different, but it's a little bit similar to the United States, right? Oh, and look at this playground. It's so colorful. Like the slide is golden. The stairs, the run. This is better than the playgrounds in the United States. I mean, I want to be real here. It looks better. I would much rather play on this playground, right? No disrespect to the U.S., but like that's a cool playground. I would definitely want to play on that if I were like 7 years old. And Orthodox Church, as usual. Got that Moscow design, which by the way, let's go like 10,000 miles across the world to this other place in Russia. Notice how I said like a very far distance because that's how big Russia is. Let's go to Moscow. Let's see how it looks like. Let's see where so this doesn't actually look too different. This actually looks a little bit more bland. Let's go to like the capital of Russia. Alright, so we are in that part of Russia. It looked almost exactly the same as that church from the very, 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 very far east side of Russia. That's cool. Let's see what the Kremlin's about. Is this really where is this like Putin's buildings and stuff like that? That's where he goes to do his bidding and stuff. Very interesting. Moscow. Oh man, I really like these floors. Are they made of like marble or something? That looks pretty cool. I like these like stone designs in official buildings like this. I think it looks really cool. The State Kremlin Palace. But anyways, that was really fun. I enjoyed that. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next time.